Hello, everyone, and welcome to CloudEagle's Vendor Video Series, Part 2, with KD Deshpande, the CEO and founder of Simplified. Welcome, KD.
Hey, thanks, Prasanna. Thanks for having me here.
It's a great pleasure to have you here because you've already built companies and sold it to Marketo. You have been in product roles in companies like Facebook, and you're on this amazing journey with Simplified right now. So Simplified is a one app to create, collaborate, and scale your marketing. So that's what Simplified is all about. We'll get into KD's background a bit, understand why he's building Simplified. We'll also go into something which is doing unique, which is like building in public. And we'll talk about where he sees Simplified headed, where he sees marketing industry headed as such. So with that, KD, why don't you give a quick brief about your background and after that, we'll go to why you started Simplified.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm an engineer by trade, and entrepreneur by choice, hacker by passion. So I've been doing a lot of the different things, and over the years, I learned so many different things. I learned how not to do things, and those are all learnings I'm just like applying while building this company Simplified. And like why simplified? It's probably today's workflows. Life is complicated. Like if you look at right now with COVID and everything, we need things a lot more simple, less chaotic, and that's where probably we are bringing that simplification in day-to-day workflows for marketers and small entrepreneurs, creators around the world.
Nice. And Simplified is a one-stop shop and it does a lot of things. I have actually used Simplified quite a lot, even to create one of my Zoom backgrounds and for my LinkedIn posts, I also use Simplified. So, Katie, can you give a quick background on Simplified, more with respect to what exactly can someone do with Simplified? Practically, what can they start doing today? That's something
Sure.
will be really useful.
That's a very interesting question, because what we usually say, everything you need is already simplified. So if you look at, let's zoom out. Let's not think about just like tools. Let's think about the workflows. I think we are in 2022. The way world is moving, we need to think about more about the workflows and simplification. So if I'm a marketer, or if I'm an entrepreneur running my business on Shopify, or I'm just the TikTok creator, first I need to come up with ideas, and often those are hit and miss. Then I need to design creatives, then make those creatives more engaging, and then finally distribute those. So we are taking the holistic approach from on Simplified. We have AI powered copywriter. You can just come up with like different ideas, turn those ideas with our AI assistant into designs or videos, and soon you will be able to distribute it to all the channels. So instead of like using siloed tools and broken workflows, you can just use Simplified to take all that campaign from start to finish on one platform collaboratively. Our vision is not to build just like a product. We are building a space where you can do more with less as a user, as a customer, as a creator, as a marketer, as an entrepreneur. You can do more with less, collaborate with your entire team, and unleash your creativity. That's our vision. That's where we are heading with Simplified.
Nice. So, Katie, is it right if I say that someone who's in the marketing team can come to Simplified platform, can create content, let's say one-liners or two-liners? If they enter their brand name and some one-liner which they want, Simplified will create 10 other lines. And it will
Yes.
also help create image content and also put it on multiple social media platforms. Is that a good way, summarization?
Yes, absolutely. So, see, consistent, if you look at right now, every company is trying to have that digital presence. They want content, they want to deliver. It's not the paint and like spray and pray like that's no longer there. Now you have to create the content that resonate with your audience. So with Simplified, what we are doing is like deliver that same content across all the channels, so you that resonates with your brand, that resonate with your audience. And with our partnership with like GPT-3 and other stuff, we are able to achieve those in a very like quick manner.
Got it. And in terms of your, so you touched upon vision where Simplified is headed. What is the future you see for Simplified? You did mention that you are starting off with businesses and entrepreneurs, but where do you see Simplified headed?
Yeah, so that's a great question. So the way we see is like simplified becoming the part of, and it's already there. It's becoming the part of day-to-day workflows, day-to-day workflows of those entrepreneurs, marketers, where it's a part of their ecosystem. It's the assistant, it's the stack they use for their marketing. Instead of like siloed 20 different tools to do small things, we see simplified bringing all their favorite apps in one place and becoming that go-to tool, which will replace many of their existing tools and in a cost efficient way. So that's where we are heading. As and again, it's all about building that space. We're like creating that momentum and allowing users to do more with less. Oftentimes we draw the analogy. We are almost like a smart compose of your Gmail,
Mhm.
which is there. We use it, but if it's not there, you feel you're missing a significant or like a grammarly of your writing. So we see that kind of technology and that kind of integration into your day-to-day workflows.
Understood. Now, with your vision of bringing content marketing and design marketing and also social media marketing under one roof, there has to be a lot of collaboration involved. So, how does Simplified solve it?
Yeah, so simplified from day one has been built on this collaboration aspect. The collaboration is not an afterthought for everything and anything we are building at Simplified. Collaboration is like the foundation on which we are building the products. And fundamentally, Simplified is built for teams. Simplified is built for like um, small teams to growing organization. And if you have seen content up till now, content was more seen as like expense, but last 18 to 24 months or like last 2 years, content is seen as more like an investment. And that's where we want to be that tool set for modern CMOs or like chief creative officers. That's the growth stack. That's the go-to stack for simplified. We want to be that stack for those modern thinkers, modern creators, and modern CMOs.
Understood. From the way you're telling it, Simplified will be one tool for multiple purposes. Now, what would be an ideal size for a customer to start looking into Simplified and using it?
So very interesting. So what we have seen is like customers are growing with us as we are growing, and we are learning from customers, and that's the part of our building in public and be part of like helping them grow. Because at the end of the day, they can start as small as like 2 people team who just wants to create, let's say, Instagram post to promote their new product, to like 100 people marketing team or like agencies who are just thinking and running big campaigns. And we recently had a conversation where one of the big auto retailer, they want to create a campaign on in all multiple languages. So we've been thinking like how simplified can help them to do more with less, and that's where we are heading. So it's not just like tailor serving to that one particular stuff. And then today, if you look at another thing, creators are like modern marketers are looking like creators, or creators, social media influencers are looking like marketers. So with that, we also serve to them in our workflows as well.
That's very true. We have seen that as well. Content creators are becoming social media marketers and also copywriters. Everyone's trying to become a holistic marketing person rather than just focusing on one. We have seen that also. Now, before we let you go, you mentioned build in public. So this is something very exciting which is happening. Uh, Tell us more about what is built in public.
Yep.
How do people want to know what's on your roadmap, understand what's happening with Simplified, where is it headed, what has already happened?
See, more than now building and trying like different companies in a different time of my career, one thing I learned is destination. When you reach that destination is a one thing, but journey towards that destination is a lot more exciting. Lot every day is exciting. Every month there are new learning. So what we do is nothing special. What we are doing is we are being transparent, like 100% transparent. There are three product or like general company values we are living by. One is like people are P0, just focus on them, show, don't tell, and keep it
Mhm.
simple. So that way we are sharing our learnings, putting it out there, and trying to, we are not there to like, hey, maybe inspire the next generation or anything. We're just like, hey, this is what we learn. These are the difficulties. And what's happening is people resonate with those, and then they associate with, they see themselves. And there are a lot of inbound requests we get like, hey, we are going through kind of similar situation, what can we do, or do you had like this experience? So I often say like, I don't know how to build like massive build successful companies, but I know how not to build companies
Mhm.
because I failed so many times.
Mhm.
So this is the opportunity to just like keep ourselves, our team accountable, and putting our learnings out there. And it's not necessarily just the product update, it's like it could be anything, like having that one bad day. And I mean, since you know, like entrepreneurship can be a lonely journey. While building public, you're just building with together. And we say it like, at
Nice.
Simplified, we are building for you, with you, and it's part of that whole build in public ecosystem.
Nice. That's a very good way to put it. And before I let you go, the last question, actual last question. So why should someone get simplified?
Because see, if you want to spend, if you want to save a day in a week, or if you want to be a lot more productive, then or like if you want to spend more time with your kids, family, rather than just like your like day-to-day work stuff, you need better and smarter tools. You If you want to work and collaborate with your team, um, all remote teams, and be the part of that modern workspace, you need modern tools and more collaborative tools. And that's where uh, we have built Simplified for you, and with you we are building as we are making progress for next decade to come.
Awesome. Thanks, Katie. That was a great chat with you. This has been a really good conversation for me to understand Simplified, what it is doing, the vision for Simplified, where is the marketing industry headed, and also to understand why you're doing build in public with respect to Simplified. Uh, that's great. Thank you so much. I really enjoyed my conversation with you. Hope you did too.
Yeah,
And
thank you.
yeah, thanks, Katie. So with that, thank you very much. And thank you everyone for listening in to CloudEagle's vendor series. And today we had Katie Deshpande, the CEO and founder of Simplified. Thank you, everyone. See you next time.
Thank you.